Friday on Judge Hatchett.
At 11 years old, you get placed on probation for assault?
15-year-old Ricky is a violent wannabe gangbanger who carries a switchblade and physically abuses his disabled mother.
You push on your mother?
I get no respect in my house.
You don't deserve respect.
Today, Ricky will learn what respect is all about when he hits the mean streets of South Central LA.
Now it's me and you.
And later, a surprise visitor's amazing revelation changes Ricky's life forever.
I did it to save your life.
Who threw the first blow?
He did.
There's gonna be hell to pay.
Whatever.
You want me to come off this bench? You are a no-good, jive-ass, trifling man. Don't get me testifying in here today.
Roxanne Molesky charges that her 15-year-old son, Ricky Dew, is a violent, disrespectful teenage criminal. Roxanne says Ricky already has a police record for assault because he hit another boy on the head with rocks when he was only 11 years old. Roxanne says Ricky is so violent that he even carries a switchblade and threatened to stick her with it. Roxanne wants the court to intervene before Ricky joins a gang or kills someone. Ricky admits he pushes his mother and curses at her, but says she provokes him by calling him names and disrespecting him in front of his friends. He says his mother doesn't respect him, so there's no way he's going to respect her.
All right, I have read the complaint, and I understand that you're terribly concerned about your son, who has been exhibiting, according to your complaint, some very, very violent behavior. Talk to me about what's happened.
Just last week, he tried to snatch the phone from his brother, slammed his hand in the door. And he was laughing, cracking up. Andre was on the floor crying.
It was an accident.
Anyways, I had to call the police.
I mean, it's serious enough that you had to call the police. What happened?
All he did was jam his finger in the door. That ain't nothing.
So, how badly was he hurt?
He wasn't really hurt badly. It was just the point. Ricky thought he thinks everything's a big joke. If you don't get his permission, basically, it ain't happening. It's his way or no way.
Wait a minute. You are in charge. You are the parent. He is not empowered to run the household. He might act the fool and might act like he's running stuff. But no.
Well, when I try to discipline him, like, I don't really try to hit him too much, but a couple of times I have, and he'll grab my arm, talking about, you can't do nothing with one arm, and, sit down, Mom, and that kind of stuff.
Man, whatever.
And then another...
What? I mean, this is your mother. So what else is happening?
When he was 11, he got an assault charge. He threw some rocks at this kid and cut his head open. The family moved out of the district. He got 6 months probation. He was 11 then.
11?
11. He's always threatening.
Wait a minute, at 11 years old, you get placed on probation for assault?
His head wasn't even, it was a cut
Don't even go there. Don't even go there. If it was bad enough for you to, and I'm not laughing about this, if it was bad enough for you to get charged with assault, don't sit here and tell me it wasn't bad.
It wasn't even me. This other dude hit him with the rock. I was just there.
So you're telling me that you didn't hit him with the rock. So how did you get charged with assault?
Because they thought I threw the rock and I didn't throw the rock.
So you got 6 months probation for something that you didn't do.
Yeah, but when I was on probation, it's not like anything changed. I mean, nothing was different. It was
So
still
no
the
big
same.
deal.
Nah.
So 11 years old, you've already got a record, but no big deal, according to you.
I mean, I was on probation, but I ain't never do nothing after they told me I was on probation. That's all I heard from him. I ain't never called nothing.
He don't go to school. He ain't been to school in over 2.5 months because he runs his mouth and a whole bunch of people wanted to whip his tail. So he didn't go back to school. Oh, well, you tell
So
me
are
that.
you in school? Did you go to school the rest of the year?
I had stopped going because these people was trying to jump me, and I wasn't about to get jumped, so I was like, forget it.
So she's right. For 2.5 months, you haven't been in school.
Yeah, but she
But
said...
now, why do people want to jump you? What have you done that people want to jump you?
I guess they didn't like me because I was a G and they some VS and stuff, and...
Gang members.
So you're in a gang?
Nah, not really.
You a wannabe?
Nah, I ain't no wannabe.
You want to be bad?
Nah.
Stop.
Why? Why do you want to be in a gang?
Because I wants to.
Why?
Well, I ain't got to worry about nothing.
What does that mean?
I ain't got to worry about getting jumped
You mean
or nothing.
Keep
so
your mouth
protection.
shut,
If you're
you
part of the
wouldn't
gang, you don't have to be.
mouth.
You don't have to worry about being beat up.
I mean, I don't get beat up anyway, but I ain't got to worry about getting jumped.
You just told me you didn't go to school for 2.5 months because you were afraid of getting beat up.
That was different. That's like, that ain't one person. That's like 40 people. I ain't about to get jumped by no 40 people.
Question remains, what have you done the 40 people want to jump you and you can't go to school.
Then I had, because one of they boys in that gang had passed, and I had went to the funeral, and they ain't like that either. So I went to the funeral.
There's something else going on.
When Judge Hatchett returns. If an assault record at 11 wasn't enough, you won't believe what Ricky's done to his disabled mother.
I'm handicapped. He gonna grab my arm and tell me, sit down and get out his face, which he does every day, get the F out my face.
Have you put your hands on your mother?
Yeah, I put my hands on her.
And later, Ricky claims he wants to be a gangbanger, but he's gotta face this man first.
It's me and you. What you think you gotta tell your moms, dog? Look at me. Look at me and my motherfucking eye pump. Now, you gonna tell her what?
Roxanne Molesky brought her 15-year-old son Ricky Dew into court, claiming he's so out of control. He's had a police record since he was 11 and even threatened to stab her with a switchblade. She says Ricky is about to join a gang and wants the court's help before Ricky kills someone or is killed himself. Ricky says he has every right to act the way he does because he is constantly disrespected. He says he doesn't care that his mother only has one arm, and he'll continue to push her around if she continues to provoke him.
So what else is going on?
He's always threatened to stick me. He tells my mom, I'm gonna stick you, I'm gonna stick you. He tells me that, he tells his little brother that.
So he is abusive to you?
He don't really put his hands on me a lot. He has, but not a lot.
I mean, what you mean I have? I ain't never
You
hit
ain't pushed me down in the chair before?
I ain't pushed you down in the chair.
Okay, that's about, he ain't gonna do too much. I mean, I'm handicapped. He gonna grab my arm and tell me, sit down and get out his face, which he does every day, get the F out my face. Leave me the F alone.
You curse at your mother?
Oh, yeah,
you
I'm all
pushed
kinds
on
of
your
bitches.
mother?
Yeah, all the time.
Pushed on her.
If you're big and bad enough to do it, you need to admit that you do it.
I don't push on her.
Pushes me down in the
You've
chair,
never
grabs
pushed
my
your mother.
hand and pushes me in the
So
chair.
she's
A shove. That's
Oh,
a
shove.
shove.
Okay, excuse me.
A shove. She's not like
Don't
she
play
ain't
games with me. You know what I mean. Have you put your hands on your mother?
Yeah, but I ain't never hit her or nothing like that, though.
I ask you if you put your hands on her. Don't get smart with me.
Yeah, I put my hands on her.
Why?
Because she be making me mad. I get no respect in my house.
You don't deserve respect.
Ain't no respect
You
in
don't,
this family from
you don't
nobody.
deserve respect unless you give respect. You hear me? There is no justification for you shoving on your mother, and there is no justification for you cursing at your mother. Let's flip it. Somebody comes in your house and treats your mother the way you're treating her. What would you do?
He don't care because his friends do. I had to call the police on his
Why
friends.
do you put up with this?
I'm telling you, I tried to put his friend out one day, and his friend kept saying, this is Ricky Dew's house. This ain't none of your house. I do what Ricky say. And I'm like, I'm going to tell you again, Derek, get out my house. I told him about 2 times. The 3rd time I called the police. He got his ass up and jumped up out of there then. And then Ricky going to follow down behind him. Why you do that, Mom? When he came back, I said, because I don't want that punk in my house. He talking all bunch. He's saying the same BS Ricky's saying to me, calling me names and shaking his ass in my face
not only
and all
are
that
you
stuff.
abusing your mother, you allow people in your home to abuse your mother?
She don't be calling her no names like no
Oh,
curse
Derek don't call
words.
me no bitch?
No, he don't call you no
lie.
bitch.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he do.
No, he
Yes,
don't.
he does.
He
I
ain't
ain't
never
gonna
called
argue
you that
with you.
before. Now, when I was around here, called you that. Called you a
You're
punk
a
before.
parent. You're in charge.
You wouldn't know it. Ricky
That's-
thinks he's
that's
in
what
charge.
I'm hearing.
Yes, I know. Ricky thinks he's in charge.
You referred to the fact that your mom's handicapped. How did you lose your arm?
I fell out of a car in '85 and got mangled between the door and the tree.
My goodness. So, Ricky, let me hear from you. You've told me that you have pushed your mother, cursed your mother. You told me that you are trying to get into a gang. And you say that there's nothing wrong with your behavior?
Not to me.
Not to you. All right, we're going to take a recess. We're going to take a recess. I'm going to send you for a reality check, and then we're going to come back and we're going to have a discussion. Because whether you understand it or not, you are out of control. And I am telling you, if you want to see me go ballistic, you come in here and talk about being abusive to your mother. I don't play. We're taking a recess, and we'll be back.
When Judge Hatchett continues. Ricky's been looking for a fight. Don't miss him go head-to-head with Professor Marvin.
Come on, boy, you better hit me. Bend your legs, dog. That's how you do it.
Several days ago, Roxanne Molesky brought her violent 15-year-old son, Ricky Dew, into court because he carries a switchblade and has even threatened to stick her with it. Ricky already has a police record for assault because he hit another boy in the head with rocks when he was only 11 years old. Roxanne wanted the court to intervene before Ricky winds up in a gang or kills someone. Judge Hatchett ordered 15-year-old Ricky to spend time with a former gang member, Professor Marvin, in order to learn some startling lessons about gangs and violence. Ricky's back in Judge Hatchett's court to report on his experience and hear the judge's final ruling.
Ms. Molesky, we are back here with your son Ricky. We had a very difficult time. He was being violent. I was particularly concerned about his abusive behavior toward you. Toward his sibling, told me that you want to be bad, you want to be in a gang. Look at me when I'm talking to you. You want to be in a gang. The only reason you hadn't gone through is because you didn't want to get beat in. You have been smoking marijuana, hadn't been to school in months, just absolutely out of control. And so I sent you to South Central LA to spend some time with a really incredible man who we have learned to know as simply Professor Marvin. Let's look at what happened while you were there.
What do you think is gonna happen today?
I don't know.
You nervous?
Not really.
You're not really nervous?
Nah.
My name is Professor Marvin. I've been doing martial arts 36 years. I'm an 8th degree black belt. If you try to hurt me, you either go into the hospital or I'm gonna put you in the ground. Period. I'm not playing. You're gonna start doing things as a man. All right? Sir?
Yeah.
Okay. If I can say yes, sir, to you, respecting you like that, you could do me the same, right? Sir?
Yes, sir.
He was like smirking, psh, yeah, right, all right. Don't talk that whatever to me. I've been out there, I know what's up. Talk to me real.
Now, I'm talking to you man style. Now, it's me and you. What you think you gotta tell your moms, dog?
No, I'm sorry, and I love her, sir.
What?
No, I'm sorry, and I love her, sir.
Look at me. Look at me and my motherfucking eye, punk. I want you to understand, I'm not mad at you, and I don't want to dog you out. You're a young man, partner. I love all kids. You're a kid. I just want you to grow up right, grow up respectful, and I want you to graduate college and give back to your community. You understand? Doing the right thing. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Right. Right. Where we finna go today, ain't no joke, partner. Ain't no joke. You gotta get your life together. If you don't, you're gonna end up right down here in a place just like this. But when you go through, look around, son. Look around. Don't mad dog nobody. Look around. What you think of the cardboard condominium?
Man, it's bad, man. It's real bad, sir.
Right. Now, don't you think someone tried to tell them, get yourself together, go to school?
Yes, sir.
Did they listen?
No, sir.
They get a taste of real reality. Not the TV reality, but hardcore, tangible reality. The hard part is over, but we still have class to do tonight.
Good evening, class.
Good evening, sir.
Did you have a good day?
Yes, sir.
Did you respect your parents?
Yes, sir.
Did you have a good day?
Yes, sir.
This is Ricky Dew. He brand new. When I first met him, he had a real attitude, but he's cool. He understands now. It ain't about dogging him out. I want him to see what organization fighting is, controlling himself.
Yes, sir.
Don't move. That's good, boy. Up. That's it. Look, hey, look. Up. I ain't no punk, partner. I ain't no punk, but come on, boy, you better hit me. Bend your legs, dog. That's how you do it. They can do this right here. Just when the focus themselves to follow directions, doing this to protect themselves, they can do good in school. You did good. What I say?
I did good, sir.
There you go.
You know I love you, right?
I love you too.
Talk to me about what it was like. Talk to me.
It was cool, you know, I learned a lot. They told me some stuff to make me
Like what?
think.
What did you learn?
I learned it ain't all that cool to be in a gang and stuff, and
No joke.
yeah.
It's not cool.
Nah.
It isn't cool. Now, I saw him when he told you to go over and apologize to your mom. Did you do that just because he was telling you and yelling at you? Or did you do it because you really felt that in your heart?
Because I really felt it in my heart.
When Judge Hatchett returns, Ricky gets a surprise visitor, and this special someone shares an astounding secret. Roxanne Molesky is in court with her 15-year-old son, Ricky Dew, because she claims he's violent and is about to join a gang. She wants the court to help her son before he kills someone or gets killed himself. Judge Hatchett ordered that Ricky spend time with former gang member Professor Marvin at the South Central Shaolin Program for at-risk youth to learn about gang violence and hopefully change his reckless behavior. Ricky is back in court, but before hearing the judge's final ruling, Ricky has a few more surprises still to come.
How would you describe your relationship with the professor?
He was cool. He was like one of my boys and stuff. It's just I ain't disrespect him and stuff.
He wasn't having it.
No, no, you wouldn't disrespect him and get away with it. All right, well, he cares about you. He cares about you enough that he flew all the way from LA to be in here today. Let's ask the professor to come in, please. I want to thank you.
Tell him.
You're a remarkable man, and I just want you to hear me say thank you, not just on behalf of Ricky, but just the hundreds of lives that you've touched in your work in Los Angeles. How did you begin this work, and how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for the last 25 years.
Wow.
For the last
And what made you
25
do
years.
it? What made you dedicate your life to this work?
So a kid get killed, little kid. You know what I'm saying? It made me sick. It made me go home and cry. You know what I'm saying? Someone got to do something.
Professor, I don't know that Ricky knows your situation.
You know what that means, right?
That you blind, sir?
Yes, sir.
He can overcome blindness to do the remarkable things that he has done in his life. You don't have an excuse. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
You owe a lot to this man. And I hope you have told him that.
Appreciate what you done to me, Professor. And I'm sorry, Mom, what I done did.
Love you.
Love you too.
All right. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. Nothing further. We'll stand adjourned. Thank you, Professor. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for what you're doing.
Yes, ma'am. It's cool, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Like that. Yes,
Is that how you do it? You kind of
Yes,
do
ma'am.
shoulder to shoulder?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, I got to do this again.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool.
Hand to hand, eye to eye, heart to heart, soul to soul.
Oh, I like that.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right, Tom, did you get that?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, you got all that heart to heart stuff?
I'm gonna stop disrespecting my mama and stop beating up on my little brother. People that I be hanging around with, gotta tell them like when they about to do something bad that I ain't about to be down with them doing that stuff they be doing.
I appreciate what you did for my son, Professor.
Oh, yes, ma'am. My pleasure.
Just hope it keeps going the way it's going.
Go positive. If you put him first, you can't go wrong. Ain't that right?
For sure.
Yes, sir.
That's for sure.
Okay. We'll see.
Today on Judge Hatchett.
She started stalking me.
like a case of fatal attraction.
Lies and deceit led to JP and Gavin's hostile breakup. And then a scorned JP tried to even the score.
I'm just going to follow him for a little while. I'm just going to make him think about me tonight.
You are a psycho.
Find out what happens when JP hunts down Gavin on his first date with a terrified Tammy.
Gavin had said, I just wanted to let you know we're being followed.
Just how far will JP go?
I haven't heard this foolishness since I was in grade school.
I did it to save your life.
Who threw the first blow?
He did.
There's gonna be hell to pay. Whatever. You want me to come off this bench? You are a no-good, jive-ass, trifling man. Don't get me testifying in here today.
JP McGill is suing her ex-boyfriend, Gavin Caddy, for a $376 airline ticket she claims he stuck her with when he backed out of their vacation. JP says she and Gavin were planning a romantic weekend getaway until she caught him cheating on her. JP says even after she discovered Gavin's infidelity, she was still willing to go on the trip with him, but claims that he refused. JP says Gavin is an arrogant jerk who has no respect for women, and she wants her money now. Gavin says he and JP never had an exclusive relationship, so he had every right to go out with another woman. Gavin claims JP had a bad case of fatal attraction and actually became so obsessed with him that she began driving by his house and calling him day and night. Gavin says JP is so crazy that she even followed him on his first date with his new girlfriend, Tammy Rigler, threatening them and chasing them in her car.
All right, let's begin. Tell me what happened.
Mr. Caddy and I were supposed to go to the Bahamas for a weekend trip, and the deal was that I would go and purchase the tickets because it was easier for me to actually go and purchase them, and then Mr. Caddy would reimburse me for his ticket, but Mr. Caddy refused to not.
All right, is there an agreement that the tickets would be bought by Ms. McGill and that you would reimburse her for your particular ticket?
Judge, there was an agreement like that, yeah.
All right, well, let's start from the top. What about this trip? How did you all meet? How do you know each other? Talk to me.
Judge, she picked me up at a bar. We were there when it was a Halloween night. I was dressed in this crazy costume as a barbarian, and she picks me up at the bar. I started going like this.
So you see him at a Halloween party, did not know each other before, had not seen each other before this party.
No, Judge.
And that's how you all met.
Right. As it turns out, he lived right around the corner from the bar, and I had been drinking a good bit, and he invited me to come over and spend the night at his house.
I didn't invite her anyway.
Excuse me?
She invited herself.
Anyway, I spent the night over at his house, and we began dating. Again, this was from November. The time of this incident was in March. Now, I purchased the airline ticket on a Wednesday. We saw each other that night, and it was decided at that point that we probably weren't going to have a long-term relationship, but there was an agreement that if he was going to start actively dating,
there wasn't any kind of agreement like that.
There was an agreement that if we were going to start actively dating.
She knew exactly what was going on the whole time.
All right,
we
well,
were
let
seeing
me hear
each
your
other.
side
It was
of this.
not exclusive.
Okay,
Judge.
well, if I knew what was going on, then why would I invite you to go to the Bahamas with me and have an intimate? Why would I have an intimate relationship with you?
I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know what you were thinking at all.
So what you're
Judge,
telling me is that you were using
really,
me in order to.
No, I'm not saying anything to you. What
Hold
I'm
on,
saying,
just a second.
Judge.
Let me hear from you, Mr. Caddy. What
Judge,
happened?
what I'm saying is that I could not go away with this woman because right before we were supposed to go away, she started stalking me. It's like a case of fatal attraction. What had happened was she'd asked me on a Friday night, what are you doing this Friday? And I said, I'm going out with a friend of mine who's leaving the country. So she says, can I go? And I said, no. And she said, why not? And I said, because I've already invited somebody else, like giving her the hint, like, hello, because she should know that the whole thing wasn't exclusive because I had made it explicit. I had told her that we are not in a committed relationship and it's not that type of thing.
Well,
so right before we're supposed to go away.
Did you communicate that to her before she invited you to go to the Bahamas?
Absolutely.
No.
She knew that as of Christmas.
No. After the altercation that we had, what happened?
Well, you all keep referring to an altercation.
Okay.
Somebody's got to explain to me
Judge,
about
on
this
that Friday.
altercation.
Please allow me to tell you what happened. It was right after I said to her, no, you can't come with me because I'm taking somebody else. On that night, she showed up at my house. She drove by my house. I could hear her car driving around and around. She's got a very loud car. I came outside. I had my friend Tammy with me. We were going to go have drinks. So she pulls up in her car. She's yelling and screaming like a crazy woman, every obscenity you can imagine, every four-letter word. She opens the car door and she's like screaming at my friend Tammy, who was completely intimidated and terrified by what she was saying. I had to basically put myself between her and the car and her and Tammy because she was so out of control. She was absolutely livid, Judge. I got in my car, drove away. She followed me.
Thank you.
She followed me. Pull into the bar, she still follows me. She gets out, I get on my phone, I call 911. I said, if you don't leave, I'm calling 911. She says, go ahead and call. I don't care.
So hold on right there. So what happened?
He's told me he was meeting some friends at this restaurant. Had he told me he was going on a date, I would have accepted an invitation to go down to Cancun with a gentleman that had interest in me to pursue a relationship. But instead, he lied to me, and based on his lie, I made a decision.
How did he lie to you? That's what I'm trying to understand.
He did not tell me he was going on a date. He told me he was going out with
That's right, I told you.
You were going
Can
out
I
with
go?
Tracy.
No. Why? Because I'm going with somebody else.
You're going with Tracy and you're meeting friends.
That's not what I said.
That's what you said.
I remember exactly what I said.
I remember exactly what you said, too.
I intended to communicate that to you.
Well,
so
now
did you show up at his house?
On a Friday, we take karate together. This particular night, I had gotten what they call a stripe on my belt. I was very excited. It was the first one I had gotten. I wanted to go by his house, leave him a note saying, you know, got my stripe tonight, can't wait to see you this weekend, let's spar. So as I pull up, there's this girl. She's getting out of a car. She's got on this black dress. It's like up to her butt. It's one of those dresses you got to walk around and pick up out of your rear end all the time.
So you saw her come in, and then you drove around again and waited for us to come out, didn't you? Yes. No wonder I heard your car driving around.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you're good like that.
Yes, I did, because I wanted to confirm what I suspected.
I heard a lot of that car driving around, Judge.
No, you didn't, because I didn't drive.
So if you know that he is going out with somebody, why not just go home?
You know what? I was going to.
You wanted to pick a fight, didn't you, JP?
But I wanted to confront him and tell him.
You wanted to have a fight right there.
I wanted to confront you.
Yeah, you did.
When Judge Hatchett returns, find out just how far this scorned woman would go to pursue her fatal attraction.
I'm just going to follow him for a little while, just because I know how he is. I thought, you know, I'm just going to make him think about me tonight.
You are so obsessed, it is just sick. Why don't you just get over it? There's
Why
nothing
didn't you just
there.
pay me the $200
There's nothing
for the
there. You are a psycho. You need to get a life.
And later, who else was the victim of JP's jealous rage? Gavin's new girlfriend relives her frightening encounter with an obsessed JP.
We went to go leave, and Gavin had said, I just wanted to let you know we're being followed. I was like, we're being followed? I was like...
This must have been a really bizarre first date.
JP McGill says her ex-boyfriend Gavin Caddy owes her $376 for the airplane ticket she claims he stuck her with when he backed out of their vacation. She claims she had the romantic getaway all planned when she found out that Gavin was cheating on her, and now she just wants her money. Gavin says that JP is downright obsessed with him. He claims he explicitly told JP that he didn't want an exclusive relationship and that he didn't want to go on any vacation with her, but says when she found out he was seeing other women, she began stalking him and harassing his other girlfriends.
He's not your husband. He certainly has the right to go out with somebody else if he wants to.
Yes, he does. Absolutely, he does. But I wanted to confront him that I knew that he was going on a date.
She was like a rabid dog.
No, when he came out, I was sitting in my car, and he comes out. I had the window rolled down. I said, this is the friend that you're going out with, huh? And he's like, JP, if you ever want to remain friends, you just get out of here now. He's very forceful.
And you didn't do that, did you?
No, I got out.
No, you didn't.
I
and
then
you followed
opened
me,
up
and
my...
you followed me
he
to
went
the
and
bar,
walked
didn't you?
No,
didn't you follow me?
No, I didn't follow you.
Oh, you didn't follow me?
Will you let me finish?
Okay, you better get your facts straight, because it's...
He's going and walking her to the car. I get out of the car, and I say to Tammy, I said, this is the kind of dog that you're going out with. This guy is a scumbag. I just want you to know that. And I went and got back in my car, and then I sat there.
Something else, didn't
So
you?
why? Okay, stop. Why? Why?
I wanted her to be aware of the type of person that she was going out with. I've had the same type of thing happen to me.
Now, wait. You're going to try to convince me that you were doing this for her benefit? Come on.
I totally admit that it was an immature thing.
Let's be real.
You got out of the car. Let me ask you, Your Honor.
You got in his face and got in her face because you wanted her to know that you were on the scene. It was like you were staking out your territory. I'm here, and I am on the scene, and you better think twice about this, because you're really hoping that maybe
was not the purpose. The purpose was I'm here, I'm on the scene.
Judge,
I
she
was
wanted
over
to
it.
basically
At that point, I was
draw
over
a
it.
line.
Now, if you were over it, you would have gotten in your car and gone home.
She wanted to draw a line around me and say, he's mine, which I never was.
No, it was a spur-of-the-moment thing where you're not even thinking, calling him a dog. I called him a dog.
So you get back in your car.
That's the nicest of what she said, Judge.
Car,
that was a compliment compared to the rest of it.
And I sat there, they started to pull off, and I was going to leave, and it was like, JP, just leave. And I thought, you know what? He's ruined my weekend because I'm going to be upset about this all weekend. So I'm just going to follow him for a little while, just because I know how he is. I thought, you know, I'm just going to make him think about me tonight because he's going to go hook up with his friends. He's going to be like, that girl's stalking me and this, that, and the other.
You are so obsessed. It is just sick. Why don't you just get over it? There's
Why
nothing
didn't you just
there.
pay me the $200
There's nothing there.
You owed me for the airline ticket. This
and
whole
you made
thing
it
is after the
completely
airline
impossible
ticket.
to go away with you because you're a psycho. You are a psycho. You need to get a life. You need to forget about me. Just get away from me.
You're the one that uses women.
Get
you
away
have a
from
girl
me.
that cleans your house.
Enough.
He's got 5 or 6 women at all times. I can list
I
Lisa,
wish
Jenny,
I had 5 or
Sammy,
6.
Catherine,
blah,
all
blah,
of them.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, back to that night. You followed him, and what happened?
We pulled into a strip center that was under construction.
You following me, right? In a separate car, chasing me.
We pulled over into the strip center, and he backed in. Now, at this point, I'm over it. I've stopped. I'm not going anywhere else. I'm like, okay. He gets out of his car. I'm sitting in my car. I didn't even get out of my car. I didn't get out of my car at this point.
Judge, I have to tell you, she is lying. I'm standing on the phone with 911, and she's
I am not lying.
And she's yelling and screaming at me, and I said, just leave me alone. Just leave. And she said, I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to leave.
He pulls into the parking lot first.
He's pulling in because he wants me to come in because he wants to confront me now.
I want you to follow me around and have a fight in a parking lot.
You wanted to confront me at that point because if you didn't, you would have stayed in your car.
Wait a minute, did I invite you to go?
I did not get out of my car.
Did I tell you to follow me around like a psycho?
But listen to yourself.
Is that what I told you?
I did not.
Ms. McGill, listen to yourself. If he pulls into the parking lot first, why did you pull in after him?
I was going to turn around too because we were both going in the other direction.
Judge, I don't even have to say anything, do I? Isn't it obvious?
Your Honor, I pulled in. I pulled in on one side. He pulled in on another. He gets out. I have my window rolled down. I said, listen, I'm over it. Just
you were
leave.
over it. You would have kept going. The truth is that you wanted to have this other encounter with him. Otherwise, you wouldn't have pulled into the parking lot. Let's get real about this.
It's not the first and it's not the last encounter, Judge. There's more. She tells me that
so
on her way...
how did this resolve? Before we finish this,
I
want to understand, how did this situation resolve itself in the parking lot?
Finally, after I called 911, she left.
No, you left first. It had become a power. He kept telling me.
I went inside to go get Tammy. Tammy was inside, flipping through the yellow pages. She was so afraid. She was calling herself a cab, and I had went in and apologized and said, I'm so sorry about what happened outside.
I don't blame her for going to find a cab.
I don't either, Judge. I don't either at all.
When Judge Hatchett continues, how far would an obsessed JP go to win back her man?
The story doesn't end there. A couple of nights ago, she called me and told me that I just want to let you know that Gavin is seeing all kinds of other girls. I hung up. I told her not to call me anymore, and she calls me back like 4 times.
JP McGill is suing her ex-boyfriend, Gavin Caddy, for $376. JP claims that she purchased both airline tickets for the vacation she and Gavin had planned to take together. But when Gavin began cheating on her and then refused to go on the trip, he never paid her back. Gavin says that JP is simply obsessed with him because he never agreed to be in an exclusive relationship. He claims that when JP realized he was seeing other women, she began to stalk and harass both him and his other girlfriends, so he refuses to pay her a dime.
So what's happening with your life? I mean, are you dating people? Are you going
Judge,
out?
I'm dating. I'm dating.
Have you had any more confrontations?
Just the harassment, including up until this morning. My phone is ringing, and it rings half a ring and then hangs up. Rings half a ring and hangs up.
So does mine.
It always says unknown number. Oh yeah.
You know what?
I'm calling you.
I can show
you.
At 4
All right,
o'clock
I understand that Tammy is actually here. I want to invite her in because I want to hear her version of what happened that night.
See if you got out of the car or not.
I did get out of the car. I didn't say I didn't.
You said at the restaurant you didn't get out of the car?
I didn't get out at first. You didn't let me finish the story.
Let's see what Tammy has to say about that.
I got out of the car and I sat on the hood of my car while he was sitting there calling 911.
All right, if you'll introduce yourself for the record, please.
Hi, my name is Tamara Rigler, Your Honor.
Well, I can't imagine what this is your first date?
It was our first date. And when he opened the door for me, I got in the car, And she had bent over in the car and said, I just want to let you know he's a complete dog. And we went to go leave, and Gavin had said, I just want to let you know we're being followed. I was like, we're being followed? I was like...
This must have been a really bizarre first date.
Do you remember what else she said to me when you first got in the car? Remember what else she said to you?
Yeah, hold on. And then we pulled up to the bar, and he got out of the car, he locked the doors, and he, started talking to her in the car. And I could hear her screaming at him, and he's like, no, let me finish, let me talk. And she's like, well, da, 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 and I was like, okay. So I was getting a little bit nervous. So I got out of the car, I went to the bar, and made a phone call, or tried to make a phone call because I was like so nervous, and my hands were shaking, and I was like really scared.
So you're trying to make a phone call?
Yeah, I was going to make
what?
a phone call to call a cab to get out of that situation. But I mean, the story doesn't end there. A couple of nights ago, she called me and told me that I just want to let you know that Gavin is seeing all kinds of other girls, and he's going to see this girl, and he's going to see that girl, and whatever. And I was like,
this is about...
I was like,
did you do this?
Honestly...
honestly, did you call her up? This is ridiculous.
Your Honor, that's
called?
not it. I hung up. I told her not to call me anymore, and she calls me back like 4 times.
No, I did not.
Because,
I called you right back.
She called me right back, and then...
And that was it.
At 2:30 in the morning, I received all kinds of crazy calls. And then half an hour later, at 3 o'clock, calls me again, and it like interrupts my sleep, and I cannot deal with this at all. I don't need this. I don't need somebody to be harassing me like she's harassing Gavin. I just can't deal with it.
Your Honor, I did not. I called her 2 times. That's it. And I called her. The reason I called her.
You shouldn't have called her the first time. You are dead wrong to have done that.
Which after I hung.
And then you're going to call. I mean, you know how childish this sounds?
Yes.
Oh, and Gavin's going out with so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. I haven't heard this foolishness since I was in grade school. How old are you?
39.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
When we come back, Judge Hatchett will make her ruling. Judge Hatchett is about to make her ruling.
I'm going to settle this issue about the money. The truth is that you got the plane ticket. I realize that you feel very put upon, and I'm going to deal with that in just a moment. I'm really curious as to why, frankly, you didn't countersue for all this harassment. Because you know what, Mr. Caddy? I would have granted your countersuit today. Because I think that your conduct has been outrageous. It has been immature. You go out, you try to spoil the date, you try to disrupt the date. You don't even know this woman. You're all in her face talking about what a dog he is, and then you have the nerve, the audacity to call her on the phone and harass her. You don't even know her. She's not done anything to you other than be with a man that you want to be with.
I apologize for that, Your Honor.
It's not fair. But strictly as the situation is, you got the ticket. I am going to grant her the $375, hopefully as a way of trying to resolve this. But I am telling you, if she persists on any actions towards you or toward you, you need to get a restraining order.
I will, Judge.
Because this is outrageous.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. I wish you well. I wish you well.
Yes, ma'am.
But don't you dare call this man again.
No, ma'am.
And don't you dare call his date again.
No.
Ever.
Yes,
Nothing further. We'll stand adjourned.
I feel completely vindicated. I think the judge did the right thing. I understand the legal aspect of why she would penalize me, and I also think that it's the best thing because maybe now that the plaintiff gets money, she'll feel that she somehow got her day in court and she got what she deserves.
I'm not a raving lunatic. I haven't made thousands of phone calls. The only reason of staying in touch with him during the time period that I did was to try and get him to give me the money.
She seems like she's very irrational, and she needs to kind of work on that.
For tickets to Judge Hatchett, call 1-866-AUDIENCE.